everyone. Sorry for the weird camera angle, but today we're going to do something kind of scary. I wasn't going to film this, but then I started thinking about it and I was like, you know what, I might as well film it, and if it's a total disaster, you'll probably never see this, but if it works, it'll be great. So today I'm going to uncoil this 18-month planner, this 18-month Erin Condren planner. I have not been using the beginning of it, so yes, Kayla over at Microscope Beauty was so nice to send this to me because I spilled coffee on my planner for this year, but I've just been continuing to use that coffee stained planner and didn't really start using this one until recently when I started using it in pencil to track grad school assignments. So I have 3 classes this semester. I will probably have 3 classes every semester unless I start to slow my roll and don't take 3 classes every semester, but right now that's what I'm doing. So the 3 boxes are perfect for that. So I just do my Tuesday class, my Wednesday class, and my Thursday class, and I track everything I need to do, which there is a lot to do when you're in grad school. I keep like flashing my personal information on the internet. No one wants to see that. I mean, actually, there are plenty of people who want to see that, but I don't want them to see it. Anyway, so here it is as an 18-month planner, but I'm going to take out the first 6 months, so July through December, so this year, and maybe hole punch them and put them in the binder that I have for all my grad school stuff, so that I can take those pages with me on the go, because if you don't know, 18-month planners are hefty boys. I'm just going to try to compare the coil here. So this is a regular 12-month planner, and as it is, this is pretty hefty because it's full of stickers. There's I wonder if that'll focus if I do this. There's the 12-month coil, and then we'll compare that with the 18-month coil, which is substantially larger. Yeah. So there are plenty of videos on the internet about this that'll probably explain it better, but I'm going to attempt to do this on my own. So I got some pliers. These are my roommates. And I guess the first thing I want to do is straighten out these little bended off portions. I'm getting scared now. It's recommended that you use needle nose pliers, but I do not have those, so we're just gonna use what we have and pray. I don't have the, I have the gold coil on this year's planner. Come on. But, so that would probably chip, and I am busting up the coil here because these are rusty pliers. Oh boy. I don't know if this video is ever gonna see the internet, but I just thought I would film since I was doing it anyway. Come on. I am not a handy person, so bear with me. I'm doing this because I'm procrastinating on a phone call I have to make. So this is what I get for doing that. You know what? These are filthy, so I'm gonna go clean these off. I should have taken the covers off too. That would have been smart. There we go. Okay, so you want to get it perfectly straight, but for some reason, well, not perfectly straight, but mostly straight, and for some reason I'm just struggle bussing right now and tearing up my coil, which will not really bother me because I always have a little bit of chipping anyway, but for some reason I just cannot get this to go. Why? Why is it always me? I mean, I think it might work, but I just don't want to run into problems along the way, you know? So, let's see. This should not be this difficult. It looks... Okay, maybe we need to go this way. Come on, coil. I think that might... No, that's not. I mean, yeah. This is me. I'm not saying it's difficult. It's just, for some reason, I can never do things the way they're supposed to be done. That looks pretty good. Let's try it out. So supposedly you only need to do this on one side. Let's see if that's true. No, it's not straight enough. It's like there's this little divot right here that I gotta get over. There we go. I think that'll work. I think. Definitely like wash your hands after doing this because you're gonna end up with whatchamacallit. Do I really only need to do one side? I don't. Oh yeah, okay. You just kind of have to mess with it until you get it to do what you want it to do. Which is to feed through the holes nicely. Or at least feed through the holes in general. Let's see. Come on. I just want to get, I mean, if I was like really brutal, I could just like chop out with scissors the first 6 months of this planner. But I didn't feel like being brutal. Okay, so, because this isn't brutal, right? Now I'm not understanding how you can get away with not doing both ends because, well, maybe it'll work. Let's see. We're past the first hole. And you just kind of have to watch out for this. So you can stretch these out pretty easily. Obviously, it would be better if this was like super straight. Let's see if we can straighten it out. I just always feel like I get a planner, and this is like with my, oh no, this would be easier if I had my gold, if I was doing this on my gold coil planner, because on my gold coil planner, they kind of shortchanged me on the coil. They kind of cut it a little short on the ends, which is annoying for flipping through because it'll like catch on the pages, but in this case it would be nice because it would undo easier, but that's okay, we'll work with it. How are we doing? So far it's okay, no major damage. You just have to go a little slow if you don't get the coil like super straight. Okay, now we got this boingy thing. I think I'm going to try to straighten, well, I don't know if this is going to be any easier. It would just be great if I could get this straightened out, but for some reason, I can't. Let's see, which way does this need to go? I think I'm just continuing to make it worse. So there's your coil, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is separate out, well actually this is the first thing you need to do, is separate out what pages are going back into the coil and which pages I am taking out. So give me a minute. We're going to put our pliers over there, we're going to put our coil over here for now. We're going to put our perpetual notebook and the ruler over to the side because we don't need those right now. And I'm going to put the vellum page back in, I'm going to put that back in. Basically the only parts I'm taking out are like July through December planning pages. So yeah, just this section right here. I'm gonna take this out and kind kind of don't like, see, this page flag is gray and this one is the beautiful, I love this color so much, but that's okay. So we're going to take these out and put these aside for the moment, and we will come back to these to put them into my little binder. So yeah, I think that's everything that's going out. Just let me double check. And then that way I can coil all of this back together and put it away and keep it safe until January when I need it. So yeah, the pocket folder, all the stickers, notes and everything. Yeah, all of this is going back in. And I'm not using binder clips or anything. Hopefully that's okay. I think it should be fine. It's just a matter of putting all the pages back together the way that they were. And they line up. Since this planner hasn't been used, they all seem to line up pretty easily, except for this one coloring page. But yeah, usually if I try to like pin things together, it doesn't really work out for me, so I'm just kind of going with the flow here. So then we're going to feed the coil back in. And that is probably the scarier part. So in theory, this should just work, whoa, this should just work the same way. I'm gonna move this out of the way. I put these on this table to protect the covers, but since we don't have the cover right now, that is fine. So we're just gonna feed this back in. I think once you get past the first one, it's kind of smooth from there. It's just a matter of, sorry, that's off camera and you just saw my hair instead, but I think it's just a matter of getting past the first few and then it'll just kind of go smoothly from there. So let me just make sure everything caught on that first one, and it looks like everything did, so let us proceed. I think it'll be helpful to put it like this, so sorry for the weird angle out of focus probably, but that's just how it's gonna have to be right now. If you find it getting stuck, I would definitely just back off for a minute. So that wasn't so bad. I make it sound horrible, it's not. I just, it's a little bit of a learning curve. So then what we're gonna do is bend this back in so that it holds. So, un momento, por favor. This is gonna be the tough part for me because apparently I just struggle with pliers. This is probably why the needle nose pliers are a good idea. And also, if you're like me and have the beginnings of carpal tunnel, this is, you know, take it slow. Don't be like me and like rush through it pell-mell and be like, I'm gonna film a video. Yeah, I should have thought about. I have some like issues with my left hand because I write with that hand and I also had an injury, so yeah. think this will work. I think. Nope, it needs to go more. Okay, there we go. And then you're gonna tuck it under. Okay. I'm not sure where it cut off recording, but I got the coil tucked back around. It's a little bent out of shape, but that's my doing. That's not, blech. I don't know. So I'm gonna see if it'll flip through nicely, and if it does, then my work is done. I think it'll work. Okay. I might have my boyfriend take a look at this. He's way more adept at these things than I am. But yeah, that'll be part 1 of this video. We're kind of in the middle of it. Well, we got the pages that we want out. That's the important part. So that's what I needed to do, was get those other pages out. I will play with this coil, and I will talk to you in the next video where we put these pages. Hopefully we binder punch these pages and put them in a different binder. Alright? Okay. So uncoiling is a little scary, but you can figure it out. Don't worry. So we're going to snap these covers back on. And I'm going to put this one away for now because it was kind of frustrating me, was that, you know, I want this planner to be nice and new in January, and I was already starting to use it, and it was already starting to get beaten up, and it was like, I'm not even using it for what I really want to use it for. I'm just using the extra pages in it because I need school planning stuff. So yes, now I get to just take those pages out, and we can move on with those pages and leave these ones. Whoops. Yeah, I bent this out of shape. Why did I do that? Why is it always me? Yeah, I'm gonna have my boyfriend look at that and see if he can get it back into the shape that it is supposed to be in. But yeah, we got partway there, so tune in next time where we figure out the rest of this. Bye. Alright, it's about a week later. I totally forgot to film a conclusion to this video because I thought I was just gonna go into the next video, but I did not, because there's really not anything to film for a second video. So anyway, I was editing it and realized that I needed to wrap it up for you guys. So in conclusion, we've got our 2019 planner right here. I'm going to put this in storage, and then it will be nice and fresh in the new year. And then I have my extra pages here. Now I don't have an extra coil like from a notebook or anything. Even with a notebook coil, it would be pretty thin of a notebook. So I'm just keeping these out. I took out September, and I got my 3-hole punch. Let me show you that, although it's just a 3-hole punch. I'm currently borrowing my boyfriend's 3-hole punch because he's out of school and works in an office now and has these things available to him. So I'm borrowing that, and anyway, we're hoping to move in together soon anyway, so it's not like I'm gonna go out and buy duplicates of things that I can just borrow from him. But what I did with September, and what I'm planning to do with October, November, and December as well, is I'm punching them with the 3-hole punch. I'm putting them in my grad school binder. This has all of my syllabi and like assignment handouts in it. If you want me to film a video about how I'm staying organized in grad school, let me know. I know I have like a whole backlog of videos that I need to do, like a haul from my travel and a bunch of other things. But anyway, I'm thinking about starting to do grad school series. This has a lot of personal information in it though, so I would have to be really general. So yes, I just punched the, can you see this? Let's see. So yeah, in the binder, I just punched these. It's not a perfect fit, but I don't really mind. This is not a big deal. And then I'll do the same thing for October. So let me see if I can show you. I didn't fill out this week. So that's just how they are in there. Obviously it's only punched in the 2 holes because this is 7x9 paper and this is an 8.5 by 11 binder, but you can get, I'm sure you can get a smaller binder if you want it to fit perfectly. And another thing you can do is put either washi or some other type of like paper or sticker paper or tape or anything along the holes and then punch them that way. I might do that for October, but for right now, this is working out just fine. So I hope this video wasn't too frustrating to watch. Everything turned out okay. My planner is in one piece and whatever I didn't need out of it is out of it, so yes. This was not meant to be a super instructional video. I will leave linked in the description videos by Microscope Beauty and Favorite Daughter Emily about them uncoiling that are a little bit more helpful than this one probably is. That's where I learned how to do this, so I will leave those linked below. And other than that, thank you for watching and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye!